All right, welcome back, everybody. When taking on a building project, you can usually expect several delays, but what exactly causes those delays and how can you avoid them? Alan Wheeler is here with the answers. We call this Ask Alan Anything. Alan, welcome back to the program. I got to ask you right now, because it's so cold out, as a contractor, are you guys working today? Are your guys or your crews out there in homes working right now?
Well, thanks for asking. Made some early morning calls,
Yeah.
and in addition, there are painters that are going to be priming and painting inside, so they're fine, even though it's still not the 70 degrees that it normally should be.
Right.
And then on another job, siding crew, well, 20 degrees. Actually, the materials too cold, it'll shatter siding.
Oh, wow.
So I didn't want them to get frostbite.
That makes sense.
So called it off.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. So
delays for that.
Right, delays for them, but some guys get to get inside and take care of some of those inside projects. Well, let's talk about, homeowners, they worry so much when they're planning one of these new homes or a remodel about delays. Nobody wants to have those delays, but they're going to happen, especially on a day like today.
Sure. Two areas. If it's a custom home, they want to know when can you start and when are you going to end. And day to day, not much concern about that. But in remodeling, we're right at their house. And if it's an addition, they want to know how the procedure is going to go. And then particularly if it's a kitchen, they'll say, okay, let's go ahead. And Alan, you've redesigned the kitchen, but what am I going to do? I hear it takes 2 months. And so I have a good conversation with them, which I'll share in a minute. But no, we can cut that way down. So I still wink at the husband and I'm saying, well, for a certain short period of time, you're going to have to take your wife out for dinner or use the microwave.
2 months without a kitchen is going to be a little difficult.
Right.
Alan, tell me about some of the factors. Of course, we have weather being the biggest factor in getting these things done on time. What about some other factors that can cause some delays?
Well, like for instance, right now, getting a permit. Homeowner signs up. Charleston County is about 2 weeks out. Berkeley County is about 1 week out. So, getting those permits together. Also, the real key is the builder's schedule. And tied in with that is what a builder should do with a homeowner, which is create a decision list. So if he's disorganized, then there's going to be delays. And a lot of builders just like to build and ask the homeowner to go pick out their allowances and their finished goods, but I think it's really better to try to control that.
And have that plan in place. So how can you minimize those delays?
Well, for instance, today we're going to be showing pictures of before and after. So I think it's really important to explain to a homeowner what's involved. So for instance, Norm and Judy on pictures today of a kitchen, they had a nice kitchen and they didn't have an island.
Okay. And
so we knew that we had to pick out island cabinets and new countertop and paint colors for the room. But then also, we wanted to open up the room. So we opened up the hallway from 3 feet to 5, and you will see in the before picture where there was a desk on a wall, and the dining room was behind that. So opened up an 8-foot area. So you're looking at the before, it looks like a decent sized kitchen. But anyway, they were looking at the pictures that I had done of what it's going to look like and said, well, it's going to be a mess, and what are we going to do? So I set up a decision schedule. Here's the cabinets. We need a decision date, plumbing fixtures, countertop. And so I put dates in there and worked with them.
Good. And you also did, and you brought these photos along, of a fam cave. First of all, what exactly is a fam cave? That's a room where the entire family can go and veg out and watch TV.
Right. Originally, it was going to be called a man cave, and the guys were all excited about that. And a fam cave was where, obviously, all the members of the family could get together. It was being used as an office, but this retired couple...
So that's the before we're looking at right there, the fam cave, right?
Right. That's the before, and that was an office. And they wanted a better office with better utilization of space, but they also took care of grandchildren. And the grandchildren would visit quite often, really close family. And so we had to put elements in there where the kids could play, They could sleep and nap if they needed to. So
And it looks beautiful.
yeah,
Yeah, really opened up the space. Made a lot more light getting in there too.
right. We added lighting. There was just the window,
Yeah.
and we put in recessed lights and floor lamps, which weren't there before.
Just some of the great stuff that you can get done if you ask Alan anything. And you can meet Alan and go over whatever kind of contracting issue that you have, or if you want to do a remodel or perhaps build a new home, you can meet him this weekend at the Original Home Show. That's the 10th, 11th, and 12th. It's the Charleston Area Convention Center from 10 to 5. So make sure you go meet Alan, shake his hand. He won't hurt you, I promise. He's a good guy. And ask him anything, and you can also ask your questions right here on Low Country Live every Tuesday, or get more information right there at that website on the screen. Alan, thank you so much for your time, sir.
Thanks, John.
Projects look great. All right,
you.
stay with us. More Low Country Live in just a moment.